Out to the 25-yard line. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
Here's Watson. Running over the middle by Grant. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Throwing again is Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson off play action. He's got his man. It's Williams. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dayon Buchanan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. To throw on second is Watson. And he's going to go down again. Eric Walden in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high five or two for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This is caught by Jackson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
93. Get down. 7:30.
Throwing now is Carr. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Coleman. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down, that's Coleman, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run it with Coleman, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
This is Logan. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They come out here in the eye. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Try and run for it with Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ebron. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And in this weather, and I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether they wear a glove, not wear a glove, how cold is it. You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down. Coleman now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Tevin Coleman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Dayon Buchanan in there to get him for his second sack of the night. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Complete, he finds Brate. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you, and maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around, but the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So it'll be first down here after the run. On play action, now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He lets one go deep for Wheaton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Coleman. He finds some open field here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion. Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. To throw his Carr, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. Trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even... He saw on television, said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Red 38.
From the gun, here's Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw is Watson. To throw on second down. Dancing to his left. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Watson on first down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second.
Let's go!
The final shot before the break. Watson going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Carr throwing on second down. Wheaton's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Ohio!
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And Braith, the tight end's got it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
On second down, here's Henry. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Watson on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They will run again with Coleman. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. throw on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And the back goes into motion. Watson just beating the play clock. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Let's go! 1-9.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go! 1-9. Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
A shotgun snap for Watson. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Flex round! Here we go!
On the carry, it's Logan. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Flag round. Flag round. Let's go.
They run again with Logan. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get 28 yards on that one. And that leads to a Washington 1st down. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have... taking the lead here in the final seconds. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.
yeah, yeah, yeah.